Alright, so for today, I wanted to share with you all my personal top 5 snipers in Ghost Recon Wildlands. Now before we get started, I should point out that I spent about 2 or 3 hours playing with each. And to be honest with you, that's what I would recommend doing first and foremost. Because everybody has a different play style. So in order to find out which snipers work best for you and your play style, you may want to try out each of the snipers and then stick with the ones that work best for you. Alright, so at number 5 we have the Lanza Sagrada. And for those who don't know, this is one of the unique weapons, so you're not going to be able to customize it as of yet. So that's probably one of the main things I don't like about it. But even with that being said, it's still one of the best semi-auto snipers in the game for my play style. You'll notice in these highlights that I was mainly going for headshots, and that's because you can get hit markers a lot of times when you don't get headshots, and the same can be said with most other semi-automatic snipers. But yeah, I'm not really a big fan of semi-automatics, but if you are, I would recommend that you try out either the G28 or the SR25 or the MK14. When it comes to the MK14, which is the sniper you saw in the beginning of the video, you can actually switch between firing modes, whether it's fully automatic, semi-automatic, or the 3 burst firing mode. The Dragunov SVD is another semi-automatic sniper, but in my opinion, it's one of the worst snipers. And the reason I say that is because you can still get hit markers even if you hit them in the upper chest. So yeah, I'm not really a big fan of semi-automatic snipers, but if you are, those are the snipers that you're going to want to try out. Anyways, I'll go ahead and shut up so you can hear and see what it sounds like in game.
Get to cover, move!
At number 4, we have the SRS-A1. And the reason I really like this sniper is because it has a pretty decent rate of fire considering it's a bolt action sniper. It also has pretty decent handling as well as accuracy. And even though it doesn't have as much penetration, it can still shoot through certain walls. But I should also point out that the rest of the snipers in this list can also shoot through certain walls. And when it comes to the things I don't like about it, it doesn't really do as much damage compared to some of the other snipers in this list. But I should point out that you can still get a one-shot kill even if you don't hit them in the head or the upper chest. It also doesn't have as much range when compared to some of the other snipers that I'm going to show in this list. But it does work well in just about any other situation. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and shut up so you can hear and see what this weapon looks like in game.
Patchy's got his sights on us. Take cover.
At number 3, we have the L11-5A3. And this sniper is really good when it comes to getting long distance kills. As you can see right here, I got a kill over 1,200 meters while playing solo using the L11. The rate of fire is slightly less when compared to the SRS-A1, but it's still pretty decent for a bolt action. And with this sniper, you can practically one-hit kill anybody no matter where you shoot him at, whether it's in the head, chest, or body. It also does a decent amount of damage as well as penetration when it comes to vehicles, and it also has great accuracy. One of the only things I don't really like about this sniper is that it has a low rate of fire. But yeah, it's really great for long range, it does a lot of damage, and that's my number 3 sniper rifle. Anyways, here's another highlight of me using the L11.
Down.
As for the number 2 best sniper, we got the HTI. And I know some of y'all are probably wondering why it's not number 1. And the main reason is because I believe it's been nerfed since this most recent patch. I know that before the patch you could one-shot just about any vehicle, but I noticed that there were a couple times when I tried to one-shot helicopters with the HTI after the last patch and I wasn't able to do so. So I'm not sure if there was like a stealth nerf or something when it comes to the HTI. Another reason it's not number one is because you can only have 5 rounds in the magazine, and it also has terrible handling and the rate of fire is really low. But when it comes to the things I do like about the HTI, it has some of the best range when compared to all of the other snipers. The longest solo shot I got with the HTI was over 1,300 meters. It also has great accuracy as well as damage and penetration. So even if you don't one-shot a helicopter with this sniper, you should be able to take it out with 2. If you're a really big fan of the HTI, I would also recommend that you try out the SR1, because in my opinion the SR1 is like the baby HTI. It doesn't quite do as much damage, but it's very similar to the HTI when it comes to all of the other stats. So if you really like the HTI, you may also want to try out the SR1. Anyways, here's another highlight that I got with the HTI. And as for my number one best sniper, this one is the MSR. It almost does the same amount of damage as the HTI, but it has a better rate of fire. It also has great range, and it also has more rounds in the magazine. But yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to my top 5 sniper rifles in Ghost Recon Wildlands. You all may have noticed that I am slightly biased towards bolt action sniper rifles. So like I mentioned earlier, what I would recommend you do is try out each of the sniper rifles for yourself and then decide which ones work best with your play style. Also, let me know in the comments below, what are your top 5 snipers in Ghost Recon? And if you want to see the highlights that I got with each of the snipers, be sure to check out the link that's in the description. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and shut up and let the highlight finish playing out. If y'all enjoyed the video or found it useful, don't forget to do what you do. I'm A1, thanks for watching.